Good evening and welcome live to Ranger Field on the campus of Forest Park High School in Ferdinand. This is exciting high school baseball on 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports. Hello again, I'm Steve Kolb sitting in for Kurt Guxell this evening as the two county rivals get together. The Forest Park Rangers hosting the Northeast Dubois Jeeps. Rangers interplay at 2-4 on the young season. The Jeeps still looking for their first victory. They're 0-5. Right-hander, or I should say left-hander, Gavin Knust on the mound for the Rangers. Knust, the junior left-hander, will face this lineup from the Forest Park Rangers. The center fielder, Eli Schote, leads off. The catcher, Bryce Merkel, bats second. Shortstop, Reese Bauer, bats third. The pitcher, Logan Maringer, cleans up. Colby Piper at first base, bats fifth. Connor Trout in left field will be in the number 6 hole. Austin Knight, the right fielder, bats seventh. Kendrick Tombleson plays third base and bats eighth. And Ethan Ziegler plays second base and bats ninth. So again, it is Schote, Merkel, Bauer, Maringer, Piper, Trout, Knight, Tombleson, and Ziegler for the 0-5 Northeast Dubois Jeeps under the direction of head coach Luke Willems. He's assisted by Clayton Ziegler and Harold Bleemel. Defensively for the Rangers, they'll go like this. Elliot Rothgerber is in left, Aaron Hurst in center, and Reese Verkamp is in right. Around the infield, Gage Hassenauer at third, Drew Howard at short, Hunter Helming at second, and Zach Wall is at first. Behind the plate, Brady Kleesner and the junior left-hander, Gavin Knust on the hill. Rangers in the green uniform jerseys with the gold trim, gold numbers and letters, gray pants, the green socks with the gold stripes, and the Jeeps in the all gray, although the two-tone gray with the white numbers and letters. We're set to go. The first pitch of the game, Eli Schote, the center fielder, a cut and a miss at a fastball. It's 0-1. Schote at .357 with one driven in. Top of the order has hit well for the Jeeps here in the early going. Still looking to get the bottom of the order a little more involved. The 0-1 from Knust is a fastball looping one-hop liner to first, picked up there by Zach Wall, and the Ranger first baseman takes it to the bag himself. Schote looked like he hit that right off the end of the bat, and a little one-hop soft liner to first. 3 unassisted, 1 down. For the Jeep catcher, Bryce Merkel. Merkel at .438 with 5 driven in, and his freshman campaign got a couple of freshman backstops today. Brady Kleesner, the Ranger catcher, also a freshman. First pitch fouled right back to the netting at our WJTS Sports camera. 0-1 on Merkel. You'd think that .438 average might lead the team, but Logan Maringer, the Jeep pitcher today, hitting an even .500. Another one fouled back. That hit one of the poles hanging that net and came all the way back on the field of play. It's quickly 0-2. Both these teams gave up a lot of runs last time out. Northeast Dubois fell 16-9 to Southridge on Tuesday. In the ball game, the Jeeps actually led early, and Raiders came from behind to win that one. The 0-2 pitch here. Fastball up, 1-2. Rangers taking on Mater Dei Tuesday night. That was here at Ranger Field, and a slow-pitch softball game broke out. The final score was 19-13 that night. 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. Good fastball up and in. Merkel, good job of getting the hands in, fighting that pitch off. Probably too close to take, or at least Merkel deemed it to be so with 2 strikes. But he was able to get a piece of a tough pitch and stay alive at 1-2. Bases clear, 1 down. Top of inning number 1. We're just underway. Knust's 1-2. Missed low with a fastball. It's 2-2. I feel pretty straight away for the freshman catcher for the Jeeps. Ready for a 2-2 pitch. Here it comes from Knust. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Merkel thought it was off the plate in, but the umpire says it was good enough, and Merkel is out number 2 here in the first. Here comes the shortstop, Reese Bauer. Bauer, the veteran shortstop, at 6'15". 6'15". So here we thought Maringer was the leading batter on the team. Bauer at an Lofty 615, a home run, 7 driven in. Gets a first pitch curveball from Knust that misses low and away, 1-0. Bauer off to a tremendous start. The 1-0. Up and away. It's a ball and a strike. Bauer 8 hits and 13 at-bats on the season. He's got a home run and 4 doubles. So a lot of extra base hits early. Pop foul back out of play, first base side. Wall, the first baseman, gives it a look, but it's back out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Bauer with the bases clear, and 2 down in the top of inning number 1. Gorgeous weather yet again for high school baseball on a Thursday evening. The pitch upstairs. It's 3-1. Temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s today. Almost summer-like. A very pleasant evening for baseball. The 3-1 pitch. Up and in, almost hit him, and Bauer is aboard on the 2-out walk for Northeast Dubois here in the first. And here's the pitcher, Logan Maringer, hitting an even .500 with 8 driven in. Maringer in from the right side. The pitch. Big cut and a miss at a fastball around the knees, and it's 0-1. A very young Northeast Dubois team, not a senior on the lineup. Ooh, another strike called. Low part of the zone there for Knust, and it's 0-2. Not a ton of seniors on this Ranger ball club either, just 3. Runner goes, 0-2 pitch, fouled back out of play. So Jeeps and head coach Luke Willems trying to get something going with Bauer at first, who runs well. With 2 strikes, Maringer able to foul it off, and he'll see another 0-2 pitch. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the first. Bauer not a big lead at all, and not going this time. Swing and a miss at a fastball up and away. Maringer is out on strikes to end the top of the first. For the Jeeps, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. We played a half an inning. Jeeps nothing. Rangers coming up after this on 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports. Back in Ferdinand. On the mound for Northeast Dubois, tall, lanky sophomore Logan Maringer. The right-hander with a record of 0-2. Early in the season, the numbers inflated. His ERA stands at 9.24. In 8 1/3 innings, he's given up 14 runs, 11 of them earned on 12 hits. The big bugaboo has been the 11 walks for Maringer. He has struck out 6. He'll face this lineup from the Forest Park Rangers. The shortstop, Drew Howard, leads off. Second baseman, Hunter Helming, bats second. Elliot Rothgerber in left field bats third. The pitcher, Gavin Knust, cleans up. First baseman, Zach Wall, bats fifth. Gage Hassenauer, the third baseman, bats sixth. The designated hitter for the Rangers tonight is Garrett Berg. He'll bat seventh in place of the catcher, Brady Kleesner. Center fielder, Aaron Hurst, bats eighth. And the right fielder, Reese Verkamp, bats ninth. So again, it's Howard, Helming, Rothgerber, Knust, Wall, Hassenauer, Berg, Hurst, and Verkamp. For the 2-4 Forest Park Rangers, under the direction of head coach Jared Howard. He's assisted by Kyle Greilick, Jesse Hagedorn, and Andy Roletter. Drew Howard to lead it off. Don't have any stats on the Rangers tonight. Howard, the freshman shortstop, coach's son, looks at a first pitch from Maringer outside. One 1-0 on Howard. We'll get you the Jeep defensive alignment here momentarily. Maringer's 1-0 is fouled back to the netting. Howard right on that fastball and fouled it straight back. Problem for this Jeep pitching staff early in the season has been the walks. 30 free passes in 31 2/3 innings. That's driven out to left. Coming in is the left fielder, Connor Trout. He'll play it on a hop. And Howard is aboard of the leadoff single for the Rangers here in the home half of the first. Line drive out to left. Connor Trout, as we mentioned, is the left fielder for the Jeeps. Eli Schode in center and Austin Knight in right. Around the infield, Kendrick Tombleson at third, Reese Bauer at short, Ethan Ziegler at second, and Colby Piper is at first. Behind the plate, Bryce Merkel and the sophomore right-hander Logan Maringer toes the rubber. He's got a runner at first and nobody down here in the bottom of the first inning. Hunter Helming at the plate and a throw to first. The runner dives back in. No pitch yet. Another throw over to first. Beg your pardon. And again, Howard dives back in. Hunter Helming at the plate, right-handed hitter. Third baseman Tombleson in on the edge of the grass at third in case Helming is asked to bunt. The fastball misses high. It's 1-0. Maringer set. The pitch. Breaking ball. Had the plate but finished low, and it's 2-0 on Helming. That would have been a great two-strike pitch. Would have been hard to hold up on, but the batter ahead in the count, he was able to just take that one, and it missed low. Fouled back out of play. Fastball inner third and belt high. Helming had a good rip. Fouled it straight back, and it's 2-2. 2-1. Beg your pardon, the count on the batter. Not a big lead for Howard at first. Breaking ball, didn't get a call just off the plate inside. It's 3-1. Been a windy day around the area and still a breeze blowing out toward left center field right now, but not as hard as it was earlier. 3-1 pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball downstairs, and there are two aboard for the Rangers with nobody down here in the home half of the first. Maringer came with the 3-2 breaking ball, and it missed low. Here's Elliot Rothgerber. Rothgerber with that open stance from the right side. Maringer from the stretch, the pitch. Fastball just low and away, 1-0. The stretch from Maringer. The 1-0 pitch. Shows bunt, fouls it off. Back to the backstop. He was trying to beat that one out. It was a sacrifice, but he wasn't going to wait for it to hit the ground before he was off and running. He being Rothgerber, but he fouled it back on a breaking ball. It's 1-1. Third baseman Tombleson behind the bag. He's going to stay home to cover third. Fastball is high. It's 2-1. So that means Maringer, the pitcher, has to cover the third base line on a bunt, and the first baseman Piper will be charging from the bag there. First and second, nobody down for the Rangers. 2-1 pitch, fouled back out of play. Another good rip for Rothgerber, but he fouls it away first base side, and it's 2-2. Austin Knight, the right fielder, plays well off the line. The 2-2 pitch coming from Maringer. Hit him. Like an off-speed pitch that Maringer lost the release point on and just chased the batter up and in and hit Rothgerber in the upper back. He's aboard. They're loaded with nobody down for Gavin Knust. So Rangers looking for a big inning here in the first. With the bases loaded, nobody down for the junior pitcher, Gavin Knust. Howard, the runner at third. Helming at first. Rothgerber at first. Wild pitch that gets past the catcher. Merkel hits the backstop brick wall and comes all the way back into the field of play, and the Ranger runners have to hold where they are. 1-0 on Knust. That was a pitch that missed behind him in the left-handed batter's box. Home plate umpire will ask for the return of that baseball from the pitcher Maringer to make sure it wasn't scuffed up. Jeep pitcher Maringer in trouble in the first. Rangers have him loaded with nobody down. 1-0 on Knust. The stretch and the pitch. driven to right down the line, but he was out in front and pulled it foul, out of play. 1-1. Got in on him just a little bit, and Knust didn't get all of that one, but did hit it a long way to right. The 1-1. Grounded a high chopper foul down the first base side. There is a lip, and a pretty pronounced lip, where the dirt around home plate ends and the grass begins as you head toward first. And that's what the ball hit there. Kangarooed way up in the air and foul. 1-2 on Knust. Bases loaded. Nobody down. The pitch. In the dirt with a breaking ball. Gets through Merkel. Here comes Howard trying to score. Throw to the pitcher. Tag. Not in time. That foot got in just ahead of the tag, which was up around the shoulders. And Howard in on the wild pitch. Merkel got after it quickly and made it close. But the runner comes in. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. And it's 1-0 Rangers before an out is recorded in the home half of the first. Knust back in that left side batter's box. 2-2 on him. So now Helming at third. Rothgerber at second. A run in. Nobody down. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Just low and away. Pretty nice looking pitch. He didn't get a call. It's 3-2. (3-2) delivery. Is outside, ball 4. And they're loaded yet again. Still nobody down. It's going to take me a second to adjust. I had a game last night over on our sister station, 103.3 The Fix. And we had a home plate umpire who called most everything that was close to the plate a strike. And, man, that made for an enjoyable baseball game because it moved right along. And a little tighter zone tonight. First pitch misses high to Zach Wall. Pretty true zone. You've got to be in it. And it's 1-0 on Wall, and Rangers going to bring a courtesy runner out for Gavin Knust. That'll be Brody Clem, a freshman, will run for Knust at first. So bases loaded, nobody down, a run in already for the Rangers. 1-0 on Wall, way up and away with a fastball, 2-0. And here comes Coach Woolhams out of that first base dugout on a quick trot for the Jeeps. He's got a very young pitching staff that's struggled with command early in the season. These are the kind of years as a coach where you earn what little paycheck you get for coaching high school baseball. Because it takes a lot of work to get a young pitching staff through a baseball season when there's not a lot of upperclassmen leadership around them as far as pitching is concerned. But it'll pay off. It'll pay dividends in the future. The growing pains are rough, but give it a year or two, and these young guys that are talented pitchers, you can see they have some talent. It's just going to take a while for the success to materialize. 2-0 on Zach Wall. The pitch is up and in, 3-0. Nowhere to put Wall if you're the Jeeps. Wall almost assuredly taking all the way here with the bases loaded, nobody down, and ahead in the count, 3-0. The big left-handed hitter takes a breaking ball, called a strike at the belt, 3-1. Wall, the junior first baseman. A little bit of an open stance. Here comes Mehringer's 3-1. Line towards short. Bauer catches it off the top of the dirt, but the runners do a good job of not straying far from their bases. Bauer had nowhere to throw, but he does make the catch for out number 1. Here's Gage Hassenauer, the third baseman. Got in on Wall a little bit, did Mehringer, and Bauer, with his glove resting on the dirt, caught that one for the out. But the Ranger runners stay put. Fastball just up and into Hassenauer, right-handed hitter. It's 1-0. So the bases remain loaded with 1 down, a run in. Rangers with 1 hit, a couple of walks, and a hit batter. That's led to a run thus far. The 1-0 pitch to Hassenauer is grounded foul, third base side. Making sure his teammates in that third base dugout haven't taken a nap. Wasn't a hot shot down there, just a routine two-hopper that somebody reached over the railing and grabbed. The 1-1 pitch, away with the fastball, 2-1. Bases loaded, one down for the Rangers. Maringer has fallen behind 2-1 to Hassenauer. The stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball missed just down and in, and it's 3-1. It's a good hard breaking ball for Logan Maringer, but it is missing down right now. And he's yet to command the fastball, the 3-1. Way over his head, a wild one, and a run will score. Merkel just turned around on one knee and waited for that ball to come back to him. Had it not been ball 4, there would have been no run coming home, but it was ball 4 to Hassenauer, and he gets the RBI on the bases loaded walk. Helming jogs in from third. Rothgerber moves up to third. Clem, the courtesy runner, up to second. Still loaded with one down for Garrett Berg, the DH. It's 2-0 Rangers in the first, and Berg takes a fastball strike on the inside corner. Another big left-handed hitter for the Rangers. The pitch. Down low. Maringer's trying to stay inside on Berg, but missed down around the ankles. It's 1-1. Bases loaded, one down, 2 in for the Rangers. Maringer's 1-1. Breaking ball bounces in there. Merkel able to knock it down, keep it in front. Berg checked his swing and held off. Jeeps don't ask for an appeal. It's 2-1. And I don't think he went. The stretch, the 2-1. Low and in, 3-1. It's been primarily the fastball that's got Maringer in trouble because he can't locate it right now. Breaking ball's got good movement. Down low for ball 4, but when you're throwing a breaking ball down in the count to hitters, they don't have to swing, and that's missing. And that was primarily the fastball and that 4-pitch walk to Berg, or actually a 5-pitch walk. Berg the RBI on a bases loaded walk. Third walk of the inning already. Fourth walk of the inning already for Maringer. The catcher Merkel out to talk. Rothgerber trots in from third. Clem over to third, and Hassenauer up to second. Eighth man to bat in the inning for the Rangers is Aaron Hurst, the center fielder. The bases remain loaded for the Rangers. One down in the inning. 3-0 Forest Park. Rangers with just the one hit in the inning. First pitch fastball, missed low and away, didn't miss by a lot. It's 1-0. Maringer ready. The 1-0 pitch. Almost hit him, did hit him. Hurst tried to skip rope out of the way of that one, but it got him. He gets an RBI, being hit by a pitch. That's the second hit batter of the inning for Maringer. And they're still loaded for the number 9 hitter, Reese Verkamp. Four walks, 2 hit batters, and a single. Only one down. The fastball is high to Verkamp, the right fielder. The 9th man to bat in the inning for the Rangers. We're in the bottom of the first, 4-0 Forest Park. Jeep right-hander Logan Maringer fires 1-0. Fastball high, 2-0. The stretch, the 2-0. Breaking ball misses low, 3-0. Maringer in danger of walking his 5th batter of this first inning. He has a long look over at his dugout, first base side. Coaches might be giving him some instruction. The fastball is high, ball 4. That is run number 5 for the Rangers on another bases loaded walk. And Luke Willems in the slow walk out of that first base side dugout. That might be it for Logan Maringer, and it is. Rangers have put 5 on the board. They still have them loaded with 1 down, and the top of the order coming back around. We'll take a break and tell you about the new Jeep pitcher after this on 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports. The new pitcher for Northeast Dubois is freshman right-hander Kendrick Tombleson. He'll come from third base onto the hill. Corey Ubelor enters the ball game to play third base, and then Maringer stays in the game at first. So it looks like Ubelor entered in Austin Knight's spot in the lineup, and Kendrick Tombleson fires a strike to Drew Howard. He started the inning with a single to left and scored the first of what's been 5 runs thus far for the Rangers in this first. Fouls this one away first base side. That'll get out of play, 0-2. The pitch. Slow breaking ball from Tombleson misses up. 1-2. Garrett Berg is the runner at third. Aaron Hurst at second, and Reese Verkamp is at first. The 1-2 pitch coming to Howard. Freshman lines one out into deep right center field. Eli showed on the run, reaches up and can't get it. It's an extra base hit. Berg scores easily. Hurst behind him. Verkamp around third. He'll score. It's a bases clearing double for Drew Howard. And it is 8-0. Oh, I guess not. Hang on a second. That was not 3 runs. That was just 2. Verkamp stopped at second on the play. So only 2 came in. That's a long single for Drew Howard. I beg your pardon. I thought that was Howard standing at second. He's at first on the single to right center. He'll get 2 driven in. It is 7-0. Verkamp stopped at second on the play. First pitch to Hunter Helming, lines it out to left, caught out there by Connor Trout. Helming hit that ball a ton, and right at the left fielder, 2 down, runners stay put.
Left fielder, number 9, Elliot Rothgerber.
So here's Elliot Rothgerber, the number 3 hitter to bat for the second time in this first inning. Rothgerber was hit by a pitch to load the bases earlier, came in to score, takes the strike on the inside corner here, 0-1. 2 hits in the inning, both for Drew Howard. There have been 5 walks and 2 hit batters. Tombleson set for the 0-1. Cued off the end of the bat, foul, first base side. 0-2. Verkamp the runner at second, Howard at first, 2 down, 7 in for the Rangers in the first. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Merkel. 2-2. Tombleson ready. The right-handers 1-2. Popped him up first base side, foul territory. Maringer looks but has no play. That actually stayed in play in front of the Jeep dugout, but it's 1-2. So that still is Austin Knight in right. Maringer is playing first. It's Piper that is out of the ball game for the Jeeps, with Ubelor entering at third base. 1-2 pitch coming from Tombleson. Rothgerber lifts one to left and deep. Going back on it is Trout. Still going back to the fence. He'll turn and won't be able to get it. 1 run scores. Howard around third. He'll score. It's a 2 RBI double for Rothgerber, who just missed a home run. And it is 9-0 Rangers in the first inning. High towering fly ball to straightaway left. Trout going back. Could not make a play on it as it landed at the base of the fence. And here's Gavin Canoose, the pitcher. His team's offense has spotted him a high 9 in the first. Down and in, 1-0. 2 down, a runner at second. The 1-0 pitch, here it comes. Strike at the belt, 1-1. I think the home plate umpire realized, you know what? It's a 9-0 game in the first. If we're going to get out of here tonight, I got to start calling some strikes. Thought about it and said, yeah, that was close enough right at the top of the belt. 1-1 pitch, ground ball to second. Charging it is Ziegler, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, and got him by a step. Ziegler didn't charge that terribly aggressively, but he was able to make the play and get the Jeeps out of this first inning. 9 runs for Forest Park in the first on just 3 base hits. No errors. 5 walks, a couple of hit batters, and 1 man left on base. We've played 1 in Ferdinand. Rangers 9, Jeeps nothing on 103.3 The Fix Sports. BDC and WJTS 18 Sports. As we go to inning number 2, Forest Park exploding for 9 in the bottom of the first inning. Rangers sent 13 to the plate. 9 of them came home to score. And Gavin Knust has a big cushion as he goes to the mound for the second inning. With the instructions from his head coach, throw strikes, young man. You've got a 9-run lead. Colby Piper to lead it off. Yeah, so I had the wrong. Colby Piper was the first baseman that went to third. I had the wrong roster and everything in that first. So Colby Piper stayed in the game. I had Corey Ubor from the Rangers playing for the Jeeps. Beg your pardon. Down and in, 1-0. Piper at 143 with 3 driven in. The stretch and the pitch from Knust. Big cut and a miss at a high fastball. Might have chased one up and out of the zone. It's 1-1. Knust's 1-1. Fastball strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Knust has a little bit of pop on that fastball. Here comes the stretch and the 1-2. Piper takes a fastball eye high out of the zone. 2-2. Piper, Trout, and Knight are due for the Jeeps. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut at the fastball. Out over the plate. Came up empty. Piper's out number 1. Third strikeout for Gavin Knust in the early going. He has walked 1. And here's Connor Trout, the left fielder. He's at 143 with 1 driven in. Sophomore swings and misses. It's 0-1. Lights have been on since before this game got underway. Let's move into the late evening hours on a gorgeous April evening. Line down the right field side. That is twisting foul. 0-2 on Trout. Jeeps still looking for their first hit. Bauer had the 2-out walk last inning. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Trout is out number 2. Not going to catch Knust up there at the letters. Got to hold off on that pitch. I don't think the umpire's called anything up there yet. But that's a hard pitch to lay off of. Looks awfully enticing up there. Fourth strikeout for Knust. And here is Austin Knight, the right fielder, at 222. Strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate, 0-2. Knust has been ahead of everybody this inning, and with a 9-run lead, why not? Throw strikes. WJTS 18 camera probably picking up a lot of that grill smoke wafting up this way. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Knight caught looking at a fastball in. Knust strikes out the side in the second for the Rangers. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. 5 of the 6 outs recorded by Knust are via the strikeout. On to the bottom of the second we go. It remains Rangers 9, Jeeps nothing. High school baseball on 101 Country, WBDC, and WJTS 18 Sports. 5, 6, and 7 for Forest Park as we go to the home half of inning number 2. Rangers put 9 on the board in the first and lead at 9-0. Zach Wall will start the bottom of the second for the Rangers. He lined out to shortstop, hit it on the nose, but right at the shortstop, Reese Bauer, his first time. The wide of the pitch. Kendrick Tumbleson misses away. Freshman, I should say, came in to get the final 2 outs of that first inning. Didn't walk anybody. Gave up a couple of hits and 1 run. There's a strike. It's 1-1. The final line for Logan Maringer, a third of an inning. 8 runs allowed, all earned on 1 hit. He walked 5, didn't strike anybody out, and hit 2 batters. Pitch just missed low. 2-1. Wall, big left-handed hitter. Tumbleson, the freshman, winds and deals. That is lined over the second baseman, Ethan Ziegler's head, and out into right center. Bauer will get it back in. Big turn for Wall, but he holds on with a leadoff single. 4th hit for the Rangers in the early going. So here's Gage Hassenauer, the third baseman. Wall lined one the other way first time, but right at the shortstop. This time he pulled one and got it over the second baseman's head for a base hit. You keep hitting line drives, you figure the odds will continue to work in your favor on those. Throw to first, the runner back in. Gage Hassenauer drove in a run with a bases loaded walk last inning and later came around to score himself. Drew Howard's second hit of the inning. Low and away. Picked up on a short hop scoop by the catcher. Merkel throws to first, but not in time. It's 1-0 on Hassenauer. Tumbleton's 1-0. Pulled foul on the ground, third base side. Head coach Jared Howard gives it a look. Acted like he was going to go after that ball, but that's a veteran move to just let it go and let one of your youngsters in the dugout track it down. Wall at first, nobody down. In the second, the 1-1 pitch. Hit him in the back with a breaking ball. Third hit batter by Jeep pitchers in this one. Hassenauer's aboard for the second time. And here's the designated hitter, Garrett Berg. He walked and scored back in the first to drive in a run. Bases loaded walk last inning. Jeeps have struggled with the command, and it's been a problem all season long. Coming in, it was just about a walk-in inning, and it's going to climb from there. Breaking ball up to Berg, 1-0. Jeeps have walked now 6 in an inning plus. 2 aboard, nobody down. Up and away again, 2-0. Here on WJTS 18 Sports, this is the first of a Ranger doubleheader, Rangers and Raiders, to immediately follow this one. Strike on the inside corner from Tumbleson. It's 2-1. Tumbleson checks the runners, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, good off-speed pitch, tailing away from the left-hander. Berg had a big cut and came up empty. It's 2-2. Berg ready, the pitch fouled away, got another breaking ball away. Spoiled this one out of play third base side. Piper, the third baseman, giving it a look, but ran out of room. Still 2-2. Wall at second. He singled to start the inning. Hassenauer at first. He was hit by a pitch. Nobody down. Home half of inning number 2. Rangers up 9-0. 2-0 pitch. Slow breaking ball. Home plate umpire didn't pull the trigger. Jeep fans, first base side, incredulous. 3-2 on Berg. Tomblerson's 3-2. Breaking ball, 1-hop, 2-hop line drive to second. Up with it cleanly is Ziegler. Throw to second for one, the relay to first. And it is in time by an eyelash, evidently, for the 4-6-3 double play. They just did nip Berg at the bag at first. Runner at third, 2 down for Aaron Hurst, the center fielder. So nicely turned. Ziegler up cleanly. A little backhand flip to Bauer on the bag at second, and a good relay to first. 4-6-3 double play. Wall moves to third, 2 down. Ground ball foul. Almost took his base runner out, his teammate out. Third down. Wall hit the deck quickly to get out of the way of that hot shot. 1-0. Oh, 1 to Aaron Hurst is down low with the breaking ball, 1-1. That is the reason base runners lead into foul territory at third, because if you get hit, it's not an out. 1-1 pitch. If you're in fair territory, it's an out. Breaking ball, big cut and foul tip at the plate by Hurst. It's 1-2. Just got a piece of that one. A big rip at a breaking ball. Wall at third, 2 down. The 1-2 from Tombleson. Low and away, 2-2. Hurst drove in a run, being hit by a pitch with the bases loaded last inning. He came around to score as well. 2-2 pitch from Tombleson. Breaking ball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. And the inning is over, so the freshman Tombleson works a scoreless second inning, no runs. 1 hit, no errors, and thanks to the double play ball, only 1 runner left. We'll head to inning number 3. It remains Forest Park 9, Northeast Dubois nothing. On 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports, along with Kelly back at the command center and WJTS camera operator Cody Geyer. I'm Steve Kolb with you at 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports. 8-9-1 for Northeast Dubois as we go to the third. Kendrick Tombleson, now the Jeep pitcher, swings in the first pitch from Gavin Knust and lines it right back to us. Netting saving us there. It's 0-1 on Tombleson, who had a good cut. He is 0 for 6 on his freshman campaign at the plate. Still looking for his first hit. Knust 0-1. Fouled back out of play. Well, the freshman's had a couple of good cuts anyway. He's down 0-2. The stretch, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, laid on a fastball up and away. And Tombleson's out number 1. That is 5 straight strikeouts for Gavin Knust going back to the first. He struck out Maringer to end it. Struck out all 3 he faced in the second. And starts the third with a strikeout of Tombleson. Here's the second baseman, Ethan Ziegler. Big cut and a miss at a fastball. Pulled off a bit of that on that pitch away. It's 0-1. Ziegler, one of the few upperclassmen for the Jeeps, takes a strike on the inside corner. He was backing away a little bit. He thought it was inside, and it's 0-2. Base is clear, 1 down in the third. High fastball. Actually, that's an 0-2 pitch that swung on and missed, and Ziegler's out on strikes. 2 down. Back to the top for Eli Schote, the Jeep center fielder. He grounded out to first his first time. He's been the only Jeep to put the ball in play. There's been 6 strikeouts and a walk. 7 strikeouts, I beg your pardon. And the 1 walk after Schote's ground out in the first. Just down and in with a fastball to the right-handed hitting Schote, 1-0. Junior center fielder. Knust will come set, works from the stretch all the time. Schote fouls that back to the netting. It's 1-1. to Schote. Base is clear, 2 down in the top of the third. Up and away to the Jeep center fielder. It's 2-1. Still a nice light breeze blowing out toward left center. Not going to really affect much of anything tonight, most of the time. Strike called above the belt there. It's 2-2. Two and two on Schote. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Schote is out number 3 on the strikeout. Second inning in a row. Gavin Canusta struck out the side. That is 7 strikeouts in a row going back to the first. We'll go to the bottom of the third in Ferdinand. It remains Rangers 9, Jeeps nothing on 101 Country, WBDC, and WJTS 18 Sports. 9-1-2 for Forest Park as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. Reese Verkamp, and then back to the top for Drew Howard and Hunter Helming to face the freshman right-hander Kendrick Tombleson, who worked a scoreless second. Good. Straight change, swung on and missed by Verkamp, 0-1. Verkamp, a bases-loaded walk, and he came around to score in the first. The 0-1. Slow breaking ball, grounded past the mound. Second baseman over to get it. Ziegler can't come up cleanly. Safe at first is Verkamp. I'm going to put that down as, I don't know. Slowly hit past the mound. Probably a base hit for Verkamp. Ziegler would have had to come up cleanly and make a really strong off-balance throw with his momentum heading away from first. So the leadoff man aboard, back to the top for Drew Howard, who is 2 for 2, has scored twice and driven home a couple. He singled to left and doubled into the gap in right center, deep right center as well. The stretch and the pitch from Tombleson. Here it comes. Pulled foul, third base side. So brings up the question, what happens when you pull a ball foul and take out your head coach, who happens to be your dad, and you got to go home with him after the game? Something Drew Howard would rather not have to address. That one, thankfully, skipped past his old man without doing any damage. 0-1 on Howard. Runner at first, nobody down for the Rangers. In the bottom of the third, 9-0. Forest Park on top. The pitch. Slow breaking ball, just missed low and away. 1-1 on Howard. The very talented freshman shortstop for the Rangers. The 1-1. Outside, go behind the runner at first. Nice job by Maringer to get in front of that and knock down a short hop throw from the catcher Merkel. 2-1. Howard might be a freshman, but he's played a lot of baseball, and he's lived in that Ranger uniform or one like it. He followed his dad to the field for years growing up and was here for most Ranger home games. 2-1 pitch, up and in, 3-1. So he is right at home on the baseball field. 3-1 to Howard. You know what? He's not too darn shabby on the basketball court either. Runner at first, nobody down. Tumbleson's 3-1 to Howard. Pulled foul, third base side. Another one right at the feet of his father. Jared Howard olays that one with his left leg. Make sure he didn't get hit. 3-2. Verkamp aboard on an infield single to start this third inning for the Rangers. The freshman Tombleson comes plateward with a 3-2. Driven out into right field. Coming in is the right fielder Knight. He'll make the catch. Runner back to first. Howard stayed on that slow breaking ball, drove it out to right, but it was playable for Austin Knight, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Runner at first, one down for the second baseman Hunter Helming. Howard retired for the first time on the night. He's 2 for 3. Helming is 0 for 1, walked and scored his first time around in the first, and then hit a laser to left that was caught later in that first inning. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. He takes a strike here, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 instead of throw to first. Rangers have this one tonight, and then a conference game with another rivalry game attached to it tomorrow night. Right back here at Ranger Field to welcome in the Southridge Raiders. Big cut and a miss for Helming, and it's 0-2. Runner at first, one down here in the home half of the third. 6 o'clock first pitch right here at 101 Country WBDC. Kurt Guxel will have the call tomorrow night for that one. That's downstairs, 2-2. And on WJTS 18 Sports, it immediately follows this broadcast. 1-2 pitch. Slow breaking ball. Got him looking. Strike three. Helming out on strikes for out number two. Kind of gave up on that slow breaking ball. And he is out number two. That is the second strikeout for the freshman Tombleson. So runner at first, two down for the left fielder, Elliot Rothgerber. Rothgerber's been aboard twice, been hit by a pitch and doubled. He has scored a run. Slow breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Not a lot of sharp break on that pitch for Tombleson yet, but it is a good change of pace, and he's getting it in the zone and keeping hitters off balance. And as a result, perhaps, Rothgerber was out in front of the fastball and pulled it foul. It's 0-2. Rothgerber, the senior outfielder, ready. The 0-2 from Tombleson. Poked out into right field, a great piece of hitting. He was fooled on the breaking ball, but it stayed up and out over the plate. Up belt high, and Rothgerber cleared the lower half of his body, just reached out with his arms and punched it in between first and second for a two-out single. Nice piece of hitting by Rothgerber. He's 2 for 2. And here's the cleanup hitter, Gavin Knust, the Ranger pitcher. He's 0 for 1. He walked and scored and then grounded out to end the first. Skies one in the air. Third base side, that'll stay in the infield. It'll be the shortstop Bauer. Nope, he'll give way and let the third baseman Piper make the catch. And Knust pops out to end the inning. Rangers don't score in the third. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We'll head to the fourth. It remains Forest Park 9, Northeast Dubois nothing on 101 Country WBDC and WJTS 18 Sports. 9-0 game as we go to the fourth inning. Heart of the order for Northeast Dubois. Bryce Merkel, Reese Bauer, and Logan Maringer are due, 2, 3, and 4 for the Jeeps. To face Ranger left-hander Gavin Knust, who has been dominant, to say the least, through 3. He has faced 1 over the minimum and has struck out 8. He's faced 10 hitters, struck out 8 of them, and including 7 in a row going back to that first inning. The only Jeep to reach was Reese Bauer on a 2-out walk in the first. Eli Schote, the only Jeep to put 1 in play, and that was a ground ball to start the ball game on an unassisted put out to first. Merkel, the catcher, takes one over everybody to the backstop, 1-0. Mentioned the Rangers back in action with Southridge tomorrow night. Northeast Dubois back in action back at home tomorrow night with North Davies. Line towards short. Nice job by Howard to flag that one down. Through to first in time to get Merkel for out number 1. Howard looked a little unsure about how he wanted to field that line drive coming right at him. Played it off to the side and flagged down the in-between hop. And threw out Merkel at first, 1 down for Reese Bauer, the shortstop for the Jeeps. 6 o'clock for the first pitch up on the hill in Dubois tomorrow night for the Jeeps and the Cougars. Low and in with a fastball to Bauer, 1-0. And the next Tuesday, Blue Chip Conference affair with Bar Reeve. Popped up. The shortstop, Howard, drifting out. He'll give way. The center fielder coming in. Long run for Hurst, and he'll get there to make the catch in very shallow left center for out number 2. 2 down bases clear for the Ranger first baseman, Logan Maringer. Maringer, a strikeout victim in the first. Fastball strike on the inside corner, 0-1. The stretch and the pitch. Low, the fastball, 1-1. Jeeps and Vikings of Bar Reeve, Tuesday in Blue Chip Conference action. 5 o'clock first pitch in Montgomery. The stretch, the 1-1. Chopped foul first base side. Canoost able to get in on the hands. That's actually not Maringer, is it? We've got a pinch hitter up there. That's Adam Tavis, a freshman, hitting for Maringer, and he's going to get a new War Club. So Maringer was 0 for 1 while he was in there, and Tavis will get this at-bat. Beg your pardon, it took me a few pitches to get him in there, but Adam Tavis, the freshman, hitting here the 1-2 count. Inside, 2-2. Two and two on Tavis. The stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late on the fastball. Strikeout number 9 for Gavin Canoost. And the Jeeps go in order yet again. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It remains Forest Park 9, Northeast Dubois nothing. High school baseball on 101 Country, WBDC, and WJTS 18 Sports. Steve Kolb with you at WBDC and WJTS Sports as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 5, 6, and 7 due for the Rangers. Zach Wall is 1 for 2 as he stands in against the freshman Kendrick Tombleson. That breaking ball again cut on and missed, 0-1. Tombleson has gotten great mileage out of his off-speed pitch today, and he has come on and settled things down nicely for the Jeeps. Up and away with that breaking ball, 1-1. Gave up 1 run getting out of the rest of that first inning on a couple of hits, and since then he's allowed just 3 base hits and no runs, and most importantly, he hasn't walked anybody. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball up and away, and it's 1-2 on Wall. Youngster getting great mileage out of throwing strikes. And there's a breaking ball lined out into right field. A leadoff single for Wall. Again, that wasn't something just laid in right down the middle. It was off speed and inside. Wall put a good swing on it. Brought the hands in and able to get the barrel on it and muscle it out into right field. Good piece of hitting by Wall. And he's aboard to start the 4th for the Rangers. He's 2 for 3. Gage Hassenauer, the third baseman, stands in. He's without an official at-bat. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. He's scored and driven home a run as the bases were loaded when he walked back in the first inning. Rangers had just 3 hits in that first inning, but they drew 5 walks. And we're going to have a pinch runner at first for the Rangers as Wall will check out of this game probably momentarily. I think that's Isaac Brosmer Jr. to run at first for Wall. Throw to first. The runner dives back in. Coach Howard just taking an opportunity to get more of his guys into this ball game. Getting Brosmer in to run. The stretch and the pitch. Inside, and it hit him. Got him on the sleeve on the way by, and Hassenauer's been hit by a pitch for the second time. 2 aboard, nobody down for the designated hitter, Garrett Berg. Tombleson has hit now 2. That is 4 hit batters for Jeep pitchers tonight. Luke Woolham's going to come out of that first base side dugout and make a pitching change. So, second pitching change of the night for the Jeeps. And again, these are young guys for Coach Woolhams, and it's going to take them a while to get the stamina to throw as many pitchers as maybe some upperclassmen can. So Jeep's going to make some changes, bring in their third pitcher of the night. We'll come back to tell you about it after this on 101 Country and WJTS 18 Sports. The new pitcher for Northeast Dubois, junior right-hander Eli Schote. He'll come from center field to the mound. Kendrick Tumbleson will head back to third base where he started the game. And it may be Piper heading back from third to first where he started, and maybe Maringer heading to the outfield. We'll have to wait and see. Well, have to get a number on who that is out in center for the Jeeps. Two aboard, nobody down for the Rangers, leading 9-0 in the fourth. Two aboard, nobody down for the designated hitter Garrett Berg. He's 0 for 1, grounded into a double play his last time. Takes a pitch low and away, 1-0. Two aboard, nobody down. Schote's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Out in front of something there. It's 1-1. The pitch. Ground ball in the hole at shortstop. Over to get it is Bauer. Has only the play at first and guns it over there and gets him by an... Oh, no, now they'll call him safe and say the first baseman, Piper, pulled a leg and everybody is safe. And Luke Woolham's going to come out to stare down the umpire on that one a little bit. So that'll go as an error on the shortstop, and they're loaded. For Aaron Hurst, the center fielder, who's 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, driving in a run, and he later scored. That's low and away, 1-0. So we'll say it's actually an error on the shortstop, not the first baseman. Pulling him off the bag, the 1-0 pitch. Big cut and a miss at a fastball. Hurst had evil plans with that swing, but he came up empty. It's 1-1. I think that is Maringer out in center. Inside, off the glove of the catcher Merkel, but it caught a piece of the home plate umpire and stayed right around home plate. And the runners have to stay put. Merkel wasn't real sure where it went to, but he caught a break as it got the home plate umpire's mask after it ticked off his glove. 2-1 on Aaron Hurst. Bases loaded. Nobody down in the bottom of the fourth for the Rangers, already up 9-0. Sky high pop up. If it's a fair ball, it's an infield fly rule, but it's going to be a foul ball behind the plate. And the freshman catcher Merkel circled around it and could not get underneath that one, and it's new life for Aaron Hurst. It's 2-2. Took Merkel a while to find that baseball up in the late afternoon, early evening skies. It's getting darker, and then he couldn't get underneath it. 2-2. Schote back to work with the bases loaded, nobody down. In at the corners, double play depth up the middle. Just off the outside corner, it's full, 3-2. Two and 2 on Hurst, the number 8 hitter for the Rangers. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Schote, the belt high fastball, and Hurst a big cut and a miss. He is out number 1. First strikeout for Schote. 2 2/3 innings of work for Tumbleson. We're going to have a pinch hitter for the Rangers. Garrett Yoakum, a senior, going to come in and hit for Verkamp. Bases loaded, 1 down. Verkamp, while he was in there, walked and scored, driving in a run and reached on an infield single. Bases loaded, 1 down. Showed the stretch and the pitch. Fastball high, 1-0. So it's Trout, Merringer, and Knight around the outfield for the Rangers. Back to Tombleson, Bowers, Ziegler, and Piper around the infield. Schote ready for the 1-0 plateward. Fastball strike at the knees. It's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 delivery from Schote. Popped him up, first base side foul, playable for Piper. He gets over there in foul territory and gloves it for out number 2. Thought I looked and saw the home plate umpire signaling infield fly rule, but that's only in effect if it's a fair ball. It was foul. Gloved cleanly by Piper, and Yoakum is out number 2. So, Schote and out away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, but he'll have to go through Drew Howard, who is 2 for 3 and has hit the ball well all 3 times. He takes one low and away here, 1-0. Howard had 2 hits in that first inning. A couple of singles. He drove in 2 and scored 2. Lined out sharply to right his last time. Schote's 1-0 with the bases loaded, 2 down. Up and in, almost hit him. Howard had to back away from that one. Sometimes you ask your guys to take one for the team, but when it's around your head, you just get away from it. Don't risk taking one on the melon. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes from Schote. Down low. Tried to go back to that outside corner at the knees and just missed with it. It's 3-0. Schote asking the home plate umpire where it was. 3-0. I thought that one did just miss low and away. 3-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and Howard will drive in his 3rd run of the night with a bases loaded walk. 10-0 Rangers here in the 4th. That could turn out to be a very big run for the Rangers, because right now, as it stands, that puts them 3 outs away from a run rule shortened victory. So Isaac Brosmer, the pinch runner, comes in to score. Hassenauer moves up to 3rd, and Garrett Berg is at 1st. Still loaded with 2 down. The first pitch to Hunter Helming misses for ball 1, and Luke Willems out to have a quick word with his pitcher. He's on the quick jog there. Luke, a standout at Heritage Hills a number of years ago, and then came to follow his former head coach. I think, man, I hope I have the timeline right there, but Brian Kirchhoff was the head coach at Heritage Hills before heading up to Dubois, and now Willems, who I think played for Coach Kirchhoff, took over for him last year to lead the Jeep program. The years start to run together after a while, and I'm not sure I have that timeline exactly right, whether Willems played for Kirchhoff at Heritage Hills or played for somebody else. 1-0 to Helming. Bases loaded, 2 down. Low in the dirt, 2-0. Got away from the catcher, Merkel, but only by a couple of feet. Runners have to stay put. It is 2-0 on Helming. Schote looking for the 3rd out of this inning to get out of this bases loaded jam. Rangers scored 9 in the 1st. They've got 1 thus far in the 4th and lead at 10-0. The stretch for Schote, the 2-0 plateward. Just outside, 3-0. Schote wanted that one, but it missed away. The stretch and the 3-0 pitch, here it comes. In there for a strike, 3-1. Hassenauer at third, Berg at second. Howard at first, and that's upstairs for ball 4. Second straight bases loaded walk issued by Schote. That is the 5th bases loaded free pass issued by Jeep pitchers tonight. There's been one bases loaded hit batter as well. So here's Elliot Rothgerber. He is 2 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch. The pitch. Inside it hit him. And Rothgerber gets the RBI, being hit by a pitch. Fastball down and in got Rothberger. He's aboard. It is 12-0 Rangers. Gavin Knust, the 9th man to bat in the inning. 0 for 2 with a walk, and he scored a run. Off speed, called a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. The stretch in the 0-1 for Eli Schote. Fouled behind the plate. It's quickly 0-2. Howard, the runner, at third now. Helming at second. Rothgerber at first. 3 runs in this 4th inning for the Rangers. They're up 12-0 on the Jeeps in the 4th. Schote ready for an 0-2 delivery. Here it comes. Down low with a breaking ball. Tried to catch that outside corner at the knees and missed. 1-2. Been just the 1 hit in the inning. 2 hit batters, an error, and a couple of walks. Bases loaded, 2 down, 3 in already. The pitch lifted out to left. Playable, it appears, for Trout. Waiting on it. Now backs up and has it go over his head. And 3 runs will score. Throw to the plate won't be in time, as Rothgerber comes around to score the 3rd run on that hit. Knust skied one out to left. Connor Trout waited on it in the very last second, realized the wind was carrying it over his head, and he couldn't make the play. It'll go as a 3 RBI double for Gavin Knust. And a 6th spot here in this inning. Knust will be taken down for a pinch runner. Zach Wall batting for the 2nd time in the inning. He's 2 for 3. Schote the stretch. It's 15-0 Rangers. Up and away, 1-0. That is Brody Clem running at first for Gavin Knust again as the courtesy runner. Schote misses down and in, 2-0. 6 runs in this 4th inning. Rangers put 9 on the board in the first, 6 thus far here in the 4th. 2-0 pitch. Strike at the belt, 2-1. Wall started this inning with a single to right. He later came around to score. He's 2 for 3 on the day. The big left-hander waits. Schote comes stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Jeep outfield playing Wall as a pull hitter. Maringer in center field, swung around toward right center. Left fielder Trout way off the line. Up and away, 3-2. Here comes the stretch and the 3-2 from Schote. Lifted in the air, foul. Third base side now to play. We'll do another 3-2 pitch. Three, 2, and 2 outs, but Brody Clem, the courtesy runner, not often running on the pitch because he's not forced to advance. He doesn't want to run into an out on the left side of the infield. 3-2 pitch, low and in, ball 4. Gets away from Merkel, but it's ball 4 anyway. Wall walks for the first time tonight. Third walk for Schote since he's entered. And here's Gage Hassenauer, still without an official at-bat. He's walked once and been hit by a pitch twice. He's driven home a run, scored twice. 15-0 Rangers in the fourth. The stretch and the pitch. Line drive, two-hopper to short. Cleanly gloved by Bauer, and he'll go the short way to second base to end the inning. But a 6 spot for Forest Park in the fourth inning. 6 runs on, let's see. I think 1, 2, 3 base hits. There was an error and a runner left. We'll head to the fifth. It's now Rangers 15, Jeeps nothing on 101 Country, WBDC, and WJTS 18 Sports. We go to the fifth inning here in Ferdinand. Forest Park 3 outs away from a 5-inning run rule victory. They lead Northeast Dubois 15-0, 5, 6, and 7 for the Jeeps. Gavin Knust looking to go the distance in the shortened affair. Misses outside to Colby Piper, who struck out swinging his first time. Knust has struck out 9. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly now 2-1. I beg your pardon. The pitch fouled back to the screen. Piper got a piece to stay alive at 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Piper is out number 1. Strikeout number 10 for Gavin Knust. Here's Connor Trout, the left fielder, a strikeout victim his first time. The only Jeep not to strike out in this one thus far is Reese Bauer. Swing and a miss. Another good fastball from Knust. He's been popping the glove all night with that fastball. 0-1. The 0-1. Another swing and a miss. Pitch bearing in on the right-hander Trout, and he couldn't find contact. Another very tough pitch from the left-hander. If you're a left-handed pitcher and you can get in on the right-hand hitter like that, you can have a very nice career. There's another swing and a miss on a pitch up and in. Trout is out on strikes on 3 pitches. It's number 11 for Knust. And the Jeeps down to their final out in this one. It'll be Austin Knight, the right fielder, who struck out looking his first time. Forest Park up 15-0 in the fifth, the 2-out delivery. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. It's 0-1. Knust with 11 strikeouts on the night. Looking for number 12 to finish it. Fastball strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Knight in the batter's box awaits an 0-2, and the fastball misses high, 1-2. 4 batters for the Jeeps have reached, or not have reached, but have not struck out in this game. That's upstairs. 4 at-bats, or 4 plate appearances have ended in something other than a strikeout. That's what I'm trying to say. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-2. A couple of ground outs, a fly out, and a walk. And that's been it. Fouled out of play first base side, still 2-2 on Austin Knight. 1 point, Knust struck out 7 Jeeps in a row. Fastball high, 3-2. Kendrick Tumbleson would be next. That's if Knight were to get aboard. The 3-2 pitch from Knust. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Gavin Knust gets a 5-inning no-hit victory over the Forest Park Rangers. 15-0 in 5 innings. Forest Park gets the victory to improve to 3-4. Northeast Dubois falls to 0-6. 15-0 as Gavin Knust strikes out 12 and gets the 5-inning no-hit victory. Blinking the Northeast Dubois Jeeps did not allow a hit and allowed only one base runner. That was the first inning walk to Reese Bauer with 2 outs. Jeeps did not reach base after that first inning 2-out walk as Knust was dominant in picking up the victory. 15-0 in 5 innings, the final. That'll wrap up our coverage of Game 1 of this Ranger doubleheader on WJTS 18 Sports.